How's it going, guys? Well, welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Muv-Luv Mondays. Last time we were here, we have been following Takaru, and he had a good talking to by Kashiwagi. And oh my goodness, everyone was so excited to tell me about the fact that she apparently has her own, game. Gosh darn it, there's so much stuff I want to play and I can't play it. But thank you guys so much for letting me know that someday, somehow, hopefully I'll be able to play that game. I just don't know which will happen first. It get translated or I learn Japanese. But something's going to happen first, so we'll have to see. But everything went pretty smoothly. Takaru got a good talking to, and now we are moving forward because Sumika, wants to talk to us after she's had her first day where she spent with class rep. Oh, actually no, and we've already gone to the second day, so Ayamane. But we, actually, we fast forwarded a bit because we found out, and we were so dumb. We're like, wait a minute, Valentine's Day, and so we formally asked her out for Valentine's, and it's very simple, but our parents are both gonna be gone, and so we're gonna go and do some stuff. So if I remember correctly, we've kind of rushed right into the 13th of February, so this is the night before the big day. And we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see how much editing I'll have to do for this episode, but I don't really care about that. That's future me's problem. We're here, you and I, we're just here to cruise and enjoy. So let's just jump into it. Sumika, what's up?
よかった。まだ起きてたんだね。
Yeah. Well, yeah, the light's still on, isn't it?
たけるちゃんはゲームやりっぱなしで寝ることもあるから、見極めがなかなか難しいんだよ。
That's true, that was literally like 2 nights ago. Hey, I've gotten better about that recently, haven't I?
そういえば、そうだね。
Yay! What's with her? She sounded so relieved when I opened the window, but now she seems listless, almost.
話してるうちに、日が変わったね。
Oh, did we cross over into midnight? Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Which means it's now the 14th.
ねえねえ、ちょっと、玄関まで出てこれる？
Okay. What? You want to come outside? I'm freezing enough as it is just from having the window open. Why can't I wait till morning?
ちょっとだけだから。
Come on. Dumb Takaru and me, we butt heads. He's a completely fictional character, but oh my gosh. Come on, Takaru. She just wants to chat with you. It happens to be on the 14th of February. You've already got a date lined up. Why even risk it? Just go talk to her. Good grief. Well, okay, I guess.
じゃあ、外で待ってる。
What the heck, Sumika? If you've got something to tell me, just say it here. It's so cold. I think I can feel my blood freezing over.
ごめんね。夜遅くに。
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Just tell me what's up.
はいこれ。
Oh, fetch. Huh? A present for me?
今日はバレンタインデーだよ。
Huh? Oh. Right. Today is today, isn't it? February 14th.
一番最初にたけるちゃんに渡したくて。
You really think a lot of other people are going to be making him chocolate, especially when they know you're dating? Sumika. I see. So the listlessness I'd sensed earlier was because she was waiting anxiously for the clock to strike midnight. She didn't actually have anything to talk about. She was biding her time. You gotta admit that's adorable, though. I mean, it's silly, but it's cute because it's silly. That dork getting all anxious over a dumb holiday. How cute is that?
はい。これ。
Oh, right. Thanks. It's a pretty big box. It's heavier than it looks. Did she wrap this herself? She did a really nice job. I can already tell she put a lot more effort into this than the ones she'd given me in the past. Seriously, though. Why the huge rush? I get you wanted to be first, but still. I mean, it's not like we don't see each other the first thing in the morning anyway.
わかんないよ。朝は何が起きるかわからない。それこそ殺伐とした時間だからね。
That's true. She knows him well. What are you talking about?
自分の胸に聞くといいよ。たけるちゃん、なかなか起きないし、無理やり起こすと不機嫌だし。
He's such a simple man with such simple pleasure. Hey, come on. I think I've gotten better recently.
前よりはね。でも全然ダメダメ。まあ嫌とか悪いって言うんじゃないんだけど。
What do you mean it's not your fault? Right, sorry. I'd really like to be better about that, but I guess I'm not a morning person. Neither am I, man. Neither am I.
そうそう。万が一私損ねて誰かに先越されるのも嫌だし。
Oh, come on. You know you don't have to worry about that.
そんなことないよ。いつもタケルちゃんはなんだかんだ言って結構もらうもん。
So does everyone. It's called a courtesy chocolate. There's nothing romantic about it.
義理でもなんでも今年は何が何でも絶対私が一番最初だって決めてたんだから。
Well, fair enough. So, hey, you mind if I open this now?
もちろんだよ。
Feel kind of bad tearing it open after you wrapped it up all nice, though.
いいのタケルちゃんはそんなこと気にし
ない。 Well, if you say so. Aw, this would be cute. Whoa. A chocolate cake? Not just a slice, but a whole one. Fetch! That's cool!
ちょっと形は悪いかもしれないけど、全部手作りだから。
I don't know if I mentioned this, but like, I don't know, what was the occasion? I don't think there was an occasion. I just spontaneously decided I wanted to make chocolate cake from scratch, like, a few weeks ago. No, it was like a month or so ago now. Yeah, it was, when quarantine started going down and we were all just kind of like losing our minds, kind of figure out how to get used to everything, I decided to make a chocolate cake from scratch, like from scratch. No mixes, no pre-made, no nothing. Heck, I even I'd use cocoa powder, like, and make it chocolate with cocoa powder and sugar, like, and I made it in a way more than I thought. I ended up making like a 3-layer cake because I don't know, I didn't understand how big the recipe was. It was really good, but there's no way we were gonna be able to eat it before it went bad, so we ended up throwing up more than half of it away. It's one of those things where it's just like, if I'd known, it would have been awesome to be able to invite people over because it tasted so good. Because it was like chocolate with like a kind of like a buttercream and strawberry like filling between the layers, and then I had like strawberry jam in there as well. And I made like a glaze that went on top. It was so good. Oh my gosh, I need to try that again. I'm not hungry at all right now, but like it was fun to make, and like it makes me remember that. It reminds me of this moment because I'm guessing it might definitely had a little bit of deformity, but like it wasn't like bad. It just was very much like a new cake, you know, like it was pretty obvious it was the first cake I'd ever made, but it tasted great. Wow, no wonder the box felt heavy. Dang, dude, I mean, I figured it was probably something chocolate, but the whole cake? That's crazy. She really went all out.
記念すべき最初のバレンタインだもん。そりゃ私だって頑張っちゃうよ。
Aww. Wow. I'm so flustered. I don't even know what to say. No, flustered isn't really the right word, I guess. Grateful is probably a better way to describe it. But I feel like that doesn't quite do justice either, especially in the context. It's a feeling I'm not really sure how to respond to. Which is why I've just been standing here speechless. I've gotta admit, I wouldn't have guessed that you knew how to bake stuff like this.
榊さんたちにお願いして猛特訓したんだ。
See, Takaru, you're so obsessed that they like they're snooping in on you, and they just helped her make this for you. That's freaking cool. Wait, so that's what you guys were up to over the long weekend?
前の日にね、材料とか道具とか買い出しに行くところから付き合ってもらったんだ。
Well, that explains everything.
だからどうしてもタケルちゃんには言えなかったんだ。
This is such a great example of Takaru like literally blowing something that's like super like not like super understandable into these crazy proportions. Oh man, I see. So that's what's going on. This must have been what Kashiwagi meant when she said I'd find out soon enough. She was talking about Valentine's Day. How did I not figure that out? No wonder she thought I was stupid. I wasn't treating this like a relationship, which is why Sumika had to step up and do it for me. But then, does that mean she wouldn't have put it all in this extra effort if I'd taken the initiative? No, that's not really the point here. Thank you! She could have still made the exact same cake, just without the added layer of pressure caused by my indecisiveness. Mind if I take a bite?
いいけど、ナイフ持ってないよ。
Don't you know? I literally, as Takaru, have no shame. Don't worry about it.
この寒さでチョコ硬くなってるかもしれないし。
Don't care. I got a bite of this thing right now.
もう、タケルちゃん口の周りチョコだらけ。あ、鼻の頭もだ。
Oh, what have we stumbled
持ってくれ
into?
ばよかった。
Oh, I'm sure this won't possibly end anything but awesome. Nom nom nom.
どう？
Freaking chocolate cake. It'd have to be really, really, really messed up to not be edible. Dude, it's amazing. Yeah, not too sweet, not too rich. You know exactly how I like it, Sumika. This thing is absolute perfection. It's got Sumika written all over it too. May not be the most flashy of cakes on the outside, but it's chock full of everything I love on the inside. Oh, that might be one of the sweetest things I've ever read in these games.
よかった。タケルちゃん、味にうるさいからいらねえとか言われたらどうしようかと思ったよ。
Sumika, he would have to be so much of an idiot to do that. Like, that's not even possible. Hey, come on, I'm not that cruel. Upon closer inspection, I look at her hands. They're covered in bandages. It's dark out, so I didn't notice until now. And I know they weren't there when we were walking home from school today, which means she must have done everything tonight. She even made a point of choosing skin-colored ones to try and keep them hidden. Otherwise, she would have used the ones with the cute patterns on them like she normally does. It's even possible that she's been slaving away in the kitchen all night. Sumika is genetically predisposed to putting things off until the last minute, after all. Doofus. Man, I can't believe it. I really didn't have any idea. Thank you, Sumika. Really. Chocolate kiss! Chocolate kiss! Aww.
タケルちゃん、チョコの味がするよ。
Oh yeah? Pretty romantic, huh?
似合わないこと言ってる。
Yeah, it's weird, but it's cute. We'll forget. Yeah, I'll bet. Her arms feel like ice around my neck, even though two layers of clothes. Fetch, man. Is there, like, how do I... Every game's a little different. There we go. Okay, so if I ever want to hide the text, that's what I gotta do. Even her hair feels cold. If it brushes over the contours of my palms in the frigid night air. And funnily enough, the only thing I feel right now is something warm and fuzzy deep inside. And I can tell that Sumika feels it too. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. I feel way more mentally prepared for this now. At this rate, I think tomorrow's gonna go just fine. Man, I can't wait. It's gonna feel like we're living together, if only for a day.
私、もう帰るね。
Yeah, it is pretty cold out here.
また明日、じゃなくて、後でねかな。
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay myself after I eat a little more of this, of course.
寝る前に食べると太るよ。
Really? But I always eat a cup of ramen or something before I go to sleep.
それで太らないんだ。羨ましい。
Yeah, I know, right? Fetch, man. This thing's so good, I'll probably eat half of it tonight.
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいよ。
Aww.
でも、ちゃんと歯磨かないとダメだよ。
Yeah, I hear ya.
じゃあ、おやすみ。
I guess me. Sumika!
何？
Thanks again. I mean, this means a lot.
タケルちゃん、そればっかり。
Oh, and you're still on for tonight, yeah?
うん。一緒に帰ろうね。
Why do I get this horrible feeling something's gonna go horribly wrong? Because this feels like too much setup for something super nice, and I have a feeling we've got a lot more to explore in this game. Cool. Alright then, good night.
うん。
That was really sweet. Aww. What a great way to start the episode, though. There we go. Thursday, February 14th.
タケルちゃん！
Oh, fetch! Let's do this. Yeah, wait. This could be an interesting thumbnail right here.
あ、タケル！今日バルジャーノ！
Why on earth would we be doing that? Sorry, Makoto. Gotta have to reschedule.
ちゃった。やけに急いでたわね。でも、すごくいい感じだったね。
I wonder why.
ま、そうなってもらわなくちゃ困る。
And Makoto's still like, is he? Well, maybe he's figuring it out a little bit better now.
でねあ、そうだ。たけるちゃん、結局今年はいくつチョコもらったの？
What's with Mr. Shady over there in the top left corner? What the heck? It's like, okay, maybe it's not shadiness actually. It could just be a little like sampling stand and it's just cold. But man, they look shady. Oh, this again? I'll take a wild guess. Time's up. The correct answer was 0. I was kind of expecting you to be more relieved to hear that, not incredulous. See, I told you there's nothing to worry about. I mean, I'm probably because I have like taken written all over my forehead. Nope. After all, courtesy chocolate's more of a business tactic than anything. People aren't going to shell out money when there's no real benefit for them, and as transactional as that sounds. And with less than a month left until graduation, I invest in a friendship with someone you might never see again. Oh, whatever. I'm not super torn up about it. As much as I love having girls give me chocolate, I've got something better this year. Don't be sad about that. Why do you say that? Also, we rushed out of there so fast, maybe they couldn't give it to us. Wait, I do? Since when? Why not? Need them close so you could rub it in their faces? I don't actually forget, but can we just pretend I did? I know, but really, you shouldn't feel bad about them trying to be considerate. That kind of defeats the purpose. If they're trying to prop you up, then you should let them. It's the best way to show you appreciate the sentiment. Now then, where are we heading? The shopping district? The supermarket? Yeah. She brought a notepad. Whoa, that's quite a shopping list you've got there. I got a quick peek, but it looked like she had several different lists all crammed together on one page. Fetch, what are we doing tonight? Right, let's get this done. Get the shopping bags. For real? Like it's playing battle music. I was born ready, Sumika. To what? Oh, you're right. And the Karens are going to be very vicious this time of year. You know, because they're not getting it at home. She's right. Everyone's going to be out buying stuff for dinner right now. It'll be a total pandemonium. Yes, and if you have coupons, guard them with your life. Who told you that? I don't remember your mom being that eccentric. Though she did raise you, so that makes sense that she's a bit of a free spirit. Actually, come to think of it, didn't she totally abandon you one day a couple months back just because she felt like going to see kangaroos and koalas at the zoo? Maybe the apple fell a bit closer to the tree than I originally thought. No offense, Mrs. Kagami. Yeah, now that I remember, that's why Tsukuyomi sent her parents off on that trip to Australia in the first place, so she could see them in their natural habitat. Though to be fair, she also offered my folks around the world to adventure, and they didn't hesitate to leave me behind either, so maybe I'm not the only one to I'm not the one to talk about neglectful parents. I don't know. If I figured that my kids would be all right by themselves and they promised that they'd be kept safe, I'd probably take a trip like that. I'd probably at least call, you know, unlike his parents that literally sent him a letter and never responded again, except for like occasional letters. Yes, ma'am. Fundamental. What? Okay, that is one of those phrases that you'd never expect Sumika to say. Okay, lay him on me. Wait, isn't, I thought the rule that we learned in alternative was like don't die. Don't die unless you, like, don't die a needless death. That's what it was. Like, it's far better to run away and survive than to give your life for something that was pointless. Heck yeah! So in other words, don't be afraid to get aggressive in the name of bargain hunting? Makes sense. Alright, let's show these middle-aged women what our teenage reflexes and perfect eyesight can do. Don't rub it in.
Let's go!
Let's go! Oh, hey, what are you clinging to me for? Aww.
戦いの前のひとときを満喫したいんだよ。
Now you're making me think we actually might die here. Oh, for the love of... Alright, whatever, but come on, let's move. Charge! How many scars did we leave with? Oh, so heavy. My arms are killing me. Sheesh, war zone my butt. Everyone was totally civil. I knew it sounded too crazy to be true. If buying groceries were actually that dangerous, both our moms would be dead by now. I was totally right. Sumika and her mother are likely the same exact person. They both get these crazy misconceptions somehow, which then they get snowballed way out of proportion. Oh, I won't know. Sounds very similar to a guy we were following last episode when he literally was trying to like solid snake his way into his friends' lives, figure out why they were all sneaking around about him. To the point where one of them genuinely believes the plain old I'm going to say it right. Shimeji mushrooms are actually top-shelf gourmet matsutake. And I bet her mom's the one who gave her the idea in the first place. Well, at any rate, Sumika went home to get changed, so I should probably do the same before she gets back. Alright, going to the cache.
よーし、頑張るぞ。
Oh boy. You really gonna need help with anything?
たけるちゃんはゲームでもやってて。
That's really sweet, but come on, cooking together is like one of the best things ever. Alright, if you say so. I sure hope she knows what she's doing. Well, to be fair, compared to what Maya would do, like, she's gonna be fine. Maya would burn the house down. Oh, fetch. Curse you, hand. Misclicking and everything. Man, I've gotta admit, this is kinda nice. Just sitting here twiddling my thumbs, knowing that my girlfriend's taking care of everything. How could I possibly focus on a video game at a time like this? The anticipation's got me on cloud 9.
たけるちゃん、恥ずかしいから見ないでよ。
I'm sorry, it's a captivating idea. Huh? Oh, sorry, my bad. And yet I can't help myself. My gaze just keeps wandering back to the kitchen.
あ、また見てる。
Oh, come on, I like watching you cook.
照れくさいよ。
It's super sappy, but I love it. Oh, please, we're dating now, aren't we? What's there to blush about? Though, to be honest, I'm feeling a little frustrated myself. Couples say the coupley stuff like this doesn't come naturally to me at all. But I'm trying really hard to break out of my comfort zone here. Gotta fake it till you make it, you know? I know I said I would stop overthinking things just to be myself from now on, but there's a fine line between that and being complacent. I can't just rest on my laurels and expect Sumika to compensate for my deficiencies. Especially when being myself in this context would mean stammeringly awkward until anything vaguely romantic about the moment shrivels up and dies. Kind of defeats the purpose of being in a relationship. You know what? I think I'm gonna help you out after all.
たけるちゃん。
No, seriously, I couldn't focus on my game knowing you were in here. Come on, please.
ありがとう。
Aww. Our first time grocery shopping as a couple, and now our first time cooking together. Yeah, come on, this is the way. It's like a sneak preview of what our married life could be like several years down the line. Or, I don't know, tomorrow! I don't actually, like, if they're about to graduate high school, are they old enough to get married? Like, not that they should, that's not something you should rush into, but I don't know the laws in Japan regarding marriage. I think they're different than the United States. I'm pretty sure you can get married a little earlier there, but I don't know what the actual rules are. Is this what contentment feels like? It's like a warm, cozy sensation. I could definitely get used to this. Alright, so how can I help? Good job, man. Yeah? Oh. Okay, definitely thumbnail right here. That's great. Oh my gosh, everything looks so good.
ちょっと頑張りすぎちゃったかな。
What is this? It looks like we've got pork cutlets with some like a tossed salad, some kind of flat bread that's seasoned, and then a bowl of maybe minced fruits. But we got mushrooms, so I'm not sure. There's cream stew, braised chicken and veggies, pork cutlet. I got the pork cutlet right. A massive plate of yakisoba for some reason. Oh, everyone taught her different dishes, and of course the massive plate of yakisoba would be from a Yamane. Man, he really went all out. And a little side of rice, and one of these could be a meal on its own. Heck, even the yakisoba could be a full entree.
せっかくね、みんなに教えてもらったから。
Yeah, aw, that's so sweet. You mean the other girls?
あ、うん。言わなかったっけ?
First I heard of it. Oh, you did say they helped you with the cake. So this is part of their little weekend crash course, huh? Makes sense, I guess. They've definitely all got their own brand of culinary prowess, as I learned during the class cook-off. But now that I know though, it's pretty obvious which recipe came from which girl.
とんかつは私のオリジナルだよ。見た目ではわからない独特の工夫がされてるのだ。
Ooh, that sounds really good. Yeah, come to think of it, she definitely tenderized the pork in an odd fashion, and she was very particular about which kind of breading we bought at the store. She also kept a close eye on the oil temperature. The combination of these things seems to have lent a unique crispness to the dish. Ooh, I recently got into frying, which is ironic because I've gotten a lot more healthy, but I've also learned that like if you fry properly, it's actually not nearly as fatty as like you would be led to believe. The trick is to make sure that you can accomplish all of the like cooking portion of frying before you dehydrate the food. As soon as you make too much room in the food for like when you get the water away, the oil replaces it and gets greasy. But if you cook it at the right temperature and you make sure you use fresh ingredients that are prepared properly, you actually can get something that's very like not that greasy at all. And again, also like I only eat a little bit of this stuff. It's portion control is more important than anything else. But I've been trying my hand at some frying. I made some amazing fish fingers not too long ago, following Food Network recipe. Alton Brown does some fantastic work. I also did chicken tenders, which chicken makes my stomach upset, so I didn't eat any. But my wife said that they were perfect, like better than any we bought at restaurants and stuff, which is great because it wasn't that hard. It mostly is just like it's a time investment. Most cooking isn't difficult. It's more about just investing time, being willing to make some mistakes in order to get it down. And then boom, you're cooking way better than most places can, especially fast food. So yeah, Sumika and I probably be on par with our cooking because I also am very particular about the breading I buy and how I prepare it. But certainly cooked with a lot of love. Well, your signature technique's not so secret anymore. You better hope I don't sell it to the highest bidder.
だからタケルちゃんにはできるまで待っててほしかったのにな。
Ah, yes, you know, that dreaded espionage. Oh, I'm just joshing you. Besides, I wanted to help you out.
その気持ちの方が嬉しいもんね。
Oh yeah.
それに楽しかったし。
Oh yeah. Now, without further ado, let's dig in. For starters, let's try the pork cutlet. Hey, that's got an interesting texture to it. Pretty tasty, Sumika.
あれ？何もかけないの？
No, no need to rush. Any connoisseur knows that in order to truly appreciate the flavor of a pork cutlet, you have to take a bite before drenching in sauce as a control variable.
へえ、通だね、タケルちゃん。
Only for you. Okay, up next. Gulp. The stew's awesome too.
ミキちゃんの家ではね、牛乳と一緒に豆乳を少し入れて、あとサワークリームを入れるんだって。
That's a decent idea. Soy milk would be nice because it would cut through like the thickness of the stew, making it a bit more soupy and less creamy. But by adding the sour cream as a counterbalance, you effectively achieve the similar creaminess, but you add the enhancement of the flavor of sour cream, which is really, really like sour cream was built to complement umami, which is the hearty taste you get from meat. And yeah, so I can see sour cream by using soy milk to reduce the kind of like texturization of the milk. And sour cream, which has a high level of texturation, you kind of achieve the balance where the stew would have a very similar consistency, and yet you have the enhanced of the sour cream. If you don't like sour cream, though, this wouldn't be a good option. But for most sane people, like me, it'd be great. You don't say. I'm not picking up on the soy or sour cream, but could these be secrets behind the incredible flavor? No, I'm sure most important factor is that she didn't use prepackaged stew mix. Also a big plus. It takes a lot of time and effort to make something like this from scratch. Ooh, especially because if she didn't use prepackaged at all, then she would have had to make the broth like the night before, because the broth is something that takes like 12 to 24 hours to prepare properly. Braised chicken. That's something I haven't actually braised before. Did you get this recipe from class rep?
榊さんにはね、一番お世話になったんだよ。
Oh, that's good. Huh.
ケーキの作り方はほとんど榊さんに教えてもらったんだよね。
Class rep knows how to bake cakes? I had a hard time picturing that.
私不器用だから、板チョコザクザク切ってて指まで切っちゃったんだけどね。
Oh yeah, baking chocolate's a nightmare to deal with. It's so like tough. Wait, was that why you were crying out in pain when she came over on Saturday?
あ、聞こえてた?
It was a little loud. Yeah, well, that's a relief. I was pretty certain she was hitting you or something as part of some abusive training regimen.
もう、榊さんはタケルちゃんが煽りさえしなければすごく優しいし、いい人なんだってば。
It's very true. Okay, let's change the subject. Well, regardless, let's have a taste, shall we? Yep, that's another winner. And last but not least, the yakisoba. I've seen this before. It's a Yamane's secret recipe. During the class cook-off, she was extremely fussy about using only the most high-class ingredients, but that was only possible on Maya's dime. So I'm curious how close she can come to recreating that with plain old store-bought ingredients.
これはね、まあいいや。とにかく食べてみて。
Way ahead of you. Huh. Hang on.
どう?
Man, this tastes like... How do you even describe it? It's like the kind of yakisoba you get from a school cafeteria or festival booth or convenience store. It's neither incredible nor terrible, and yet there's a certain quality to it that's all but impossible to recreate in your own home. It's like the quintessential yakisoba. It's the best way I can think to describe it. Wow, this tastes nostalgic almost.
わかるよ。私も初めて食べた時びっくりしたもん。
Interesting. When I was in elementary school, I would always get the curry they made in the cafeteria. I loved it so much, I even begged my mom to make it for me at home. So she went out of her way to buy an industrial-sized can of the stuff like they used, but in the end, she just couldn't reproduce the flavor. It tasted completely different. Sure, some might say the yakisoba tastes cheap, but at the end of the day, the fact is that it was made in my own kitchen an impressive feat. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with it having like a taste like that if the thing you're trying to replicate tastes great. Like some cheap food is still fantastic, you know? It kind of reminds me, there's that YouTube channel where she recreates like store-bought candies and things but in her kitchen. And I'm surprised by how good not only they like look, but how they describe them being like better even than the store-bought. This is incredible, Sumika.
それを身につけた私を褒めて。
Praise me? Yes, you are the master chef. I am in awe of your culinary prowess.
やったー!
Though you did get a lot of help from everyone, so they deserve at least some of the credit. And I'm sure they all knew what they were teaching her for. All their hard work was ultimately going towards something that would benefit me. They weren't just doing Sumika a favor, they genuinely wanted to see our relationship succeed. Even class rep of all people. In fact, it sounds like she was the biggest contributor of all. Yes, swallow your pride. Man, I've really got to thank those guys for this.
卒業しちゃうの。寂しいよね。
Crap, now we're talking sad. Same. Who knows what'll happen to our fun group after that. Surprisingly, I'm still really close to a good number of my close friends from high school, even though we live on opposite sides of the country now. Like, we're separated by 25,000 miles, and yet thanks to the internet, we still hang out all the time. I mean, sure, we're all going to be going to Hakuryo U, so we'll probably still be able to meet up and chat every once in a while. I mean, dang, that's pretty awesome. But we're not all going to be in the same department or anything. From what I hear, most college students are pretty swamped in their first couple of years, and if you want to do an extracurricular activity on top of that, you can say goodbye to all your free time. Yeah, my first semester in school, I was trying to take 15 credits, and that turned out to be a mistake. Not that I couldn't keep up with it, but it was like gonna break me, and I also wanted to have a social life, because like at that rate, I just wasn't going on dates. Who knows what this next school year is gonna bring, because I'm going back to school this fall. But yeah, no, it's an odd balance. But I found that when I took like 12 or 13 credits, I usually had enough free time to at least go on an occasional date and to kind of interact with other people. But yeah, no, like, I imagine if you're doing intensive extracurricular, like participating in some kind of team or something, yeah. Not to mention the part-time job you'll need to start whittling away at those loans. And on top of that, the university campus is ridiculously spread out, so the chances of us bumping into one another on the way to classes are pretty slim. There's just no way to maintain a close circle of friends like that after high school. One of the things that I did to help, like, was I was roommates with some of my friends from high school. But you can't, like, they might be able to become roommates, but you, and maybe he and Makoto could, but other than that, yeah, that could be challenging. Man, hard to believe it's already been 3 years and all went by so fast, especially after Meiha arrived. It's crazy to think that in less than a month we'll be leaving for good. I hadn't even really considered that until I talked to Kashiwagi at the arcade the other day. Kashiwagi. Wait, what am I doing? This is no time to be getting sentimental. Tonight's supposed to be about me and Sumika. The first time both our parents have been out of town since Meiha left. We've got to make the most of it while we can. Forget about everyone else. Okay, no more messing around. Time to see what this poor cullet really can do. Aww. You know what? This is a better one. I keep wanting to find a great picture to like show like what this thumbnail is going to be all about. This is like the quintessential thumbnail right here. Man, this is going to be so good. This is gonna be good. Could you grab the soy sauce for me? To enjoy the pork cullet the way God intended, of course. Never mind. I'll just get it myself. Wait, what? Huh? What's up? What? Huh? Nah, I like soy better. Oh, fetch. What the heck? What? I use soy sauce on pretty much everything, especially when it's served with rice. I can deal with a little soy sauce on my rice, but steak sauce just ruins it for me. Are you serious? Are we going to have a spat over sauce? If this ends up into an actual full-blown fight, I'm going to be mad. You can't be serious. Yes, I get that most people like it that way, and I respect that. I'm just saying, personally, I can't do it. Ooh. I might be able to Sumika's team in this one, though. Soy sauce, obviously. Or I get table salt, I guess. Why is this earth-shattering for you? How did you not already know this? I've always been on Team Soy. What? It's not something you have to fix, dude. It's just a matter of taste, you know? No. Heck no. That thought alone makes me want to barf. I see. This explains why there's only sauce on the table. Seriously, what's the big deal? People have different taste buds. It's fine. Just casually drop in the fact that we're married now. Oh, what? Don't you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself? If this is important to you, then you should be the one to acquiesce. From now on, we'll both be Team Soy. Problem solved. Oh, you poor children. Come on. Is this the hill you want to die on, Sumika? Come on. Why are you being so ridiculously stubborn about this? Who gives a crap what sauce you prefer? This isn't a serious problem and you know it. Heck, you can't even tell the difference between shimiji and matsutake mushrooms. You've got no room to be lecturing me about food. And your point is? Yeah, no crap. I wouldn't be yakisoba otherwise. Okay, now you're just being ridiculous. This is really not that weird. Sumika, we can have a pleasant evening if you just let him eat it the way he wants to. Stop being such a baby. So what if I like soy sauce on my pork cutlet? Get over it. Okay, she really wants to die on this hill. What's your problem? Get out of the way. Are you serious? You're really gonna go there? Fetch! This is ridiculous. Gotcha, soy sauce. Come here, Papa. Alright, time to sauce this baby up. What is happening? Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, this is delicious. Boy, isn't it nice we can both enjoy a meal without forcing our preferences on one another. Oh no, drill milky punch! Oh no! Wah! You know, I thought things were gonna go a little south, but I didn't think it was gonna be this. Hey, where do you think you're going? Sumika, you seriously gonna give me a concussion over something stupid soy sauce? Have you completely lost your mind? This is such bullcrap. What kind of controlling butthole forces their significant other to stop eating things the way they like? Fetch. Okay. Takeru, I totally get where you're coming from here, but she's obviously taking it way personally. You need to cool off and figure out why this is such a big problem for her. Get started, Sumika! Fine, I see how it is. You're not willing to compromise on this, and neither will I. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Okay. Relationship, you gotta compromise, you gotta work on stuff, but this definitely, like I said, this is a bizarre one to be really latched onto. You're allowed to just not like stuff, and that's okay. I mean, like, heat's a great example. I love spicy food. I love spicy food more than my significant other. That's not a problem. The biggest problem that could be is I spice things up separately because I don't want to poison the whole batch, you know? Like, I love my curry real spicy, so I put extra, fetch, what's it called? Just, you know, like red pepper sauce or something. Oh, what the heck, man? That was supposed to be romantic. We're supposed to spend the night together. Well, that was just, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Are we seriously poisoning the entire day for the entire class? Sumika stopped being a baby by last night. She didn't even come to wake me up this morning. She just walked to school by herself. It's her fault I slept in. It's not her fault, you idiot. Fine, that's how it's gonna be, then so be it. Two can play that game. Oh, what the fetch is happening? Wow, you're actually reading the room for once. Yeah, about the weirdest thing. Well, sort of. Wasn't my idea. Yeah, well, too late now. I don't appreciate that. Thank you for doing what you did with Sumika, by the way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't just assume I was the cause of it.
原因は何なんですか？
Steak sauce on pork cutlets. Gee, saying it even out loud, it's so bad. The Saucegate scandal.
何よそれ。
Yeah, no, it's as stupid as it sounds. Personally, I couldn't care less about the whole thing, but to her, it's like a massive breach of ethics. She's treating me like a crook.
ちょっと詳しく教えなさいよ。
Well, I guess I can see why they'd be worried about this. After all this effort they put in to get a relationship off the ground, I suppose they have the right to know. Though, talking about it's probably just gonna piss me off even more. Okay, well, what do you put on pork cutlet? Soy sauce or steak sauce?
何よ突然。
Yeah. Saucegate stemmed from that debate.
まさかそれで喧嘩を？
Yeah. Stupid.
嘘でしょ？
I really wish I were. I'm dead serious.
たったそれだけのこと。
Yeah. I know, ridiculous, right? But someone thought it was so important that she threw a huge fit about it.
聞こえてるよ、たけるちゃん。
Oh good! Glad your ears are working properly. I was projecting so you could hear just how petty it sounds. Wow. Wow. You should check the echo in the room, buddy. You sound petty too.
ムキー。ちょっとたけるさん。
そんなことぐらいでおかしいよ。醤油やソースがなくたっていいじゃないか。特に海の魚はそれだけでほんのり塩味が効いてて美味しいんだよ。
Yeah. Well, glad it works for you, but unfortunately not all of us were raised by wolves.
とにかくそのぐらいのことなら白金くんが合わせてあげれば済むことじゃない。
Huh? No way. I shouldn't have to change my personal preferences just to cater to someone else's.
確かにそうだけど、作った人からすれば最良の状態で食べてほしいって思う気持ちわかるでしょ？
Okay. You kind of have a point. But here's the thing. What if he just genuinely didn't like it? Like he said, like he genuinely doesn't like having steak sauce, especially with rice. He just thinks it's not good. It like ruins the meal. So maybe he tries it and says like, you know, I'd really prefer soy sauce. This argument still would have happened. I think that this, I think that ultimately her approach maybe would have been a little less harsh, but I think it would have resulted in the same thing because Sumika and Takahiro are both very passionate people. Like, they just are passionate. And unfortunately, two passionate people come to a head, neither one wants to give ground. So I think we would have been here anyway.
そうだよ。最初だけちょっと我慢して、だんだん分かってもらうようにするとか。
Okay, that's also true. Sorry, no can do. I'd be polite with someone who treats me like a freak of nature just for liking soy sauce on my pork cutlet. Fucking dummy, acting like a future as a couple depends on it. Give me a break. Well, to be fair, future as a couple does have to work on compromise, and maybe she's seeing this as a sign of the future when big issues like, I don't know, having a child comes into the picture, you know? You can't really be halvesies on that one. Alright, I still wanted to thank you guys though. It really means a lot to me that you came together to help make last night special. Just unfortunate Sumika had to be a dummy and ruin it. Oh.
うるさいな。バカって言う方がバカなんだよ。
Yeah, he's being like, he's being cruel and stupid here. Yeah, right, yeah, great comeback. How long did it take you to come up with that one?
ふーんだ。あ、鏡さん。
Just leave her be, class rep.
そんなほっとけるわけないでしょ。
何の事件？
Yeah, you nailed it.
ケイちゃん、聞いてよ。
Dang it, dude. This is such bullcrap. What a stupid thing to get upset about.
白金。
What?
確かにこれは大きな問題。
I mean... Yeah, man. And why is that?
醤油味も捨てがたいけど邪道。やっぱりソースでないと。
We're not talking about yakisoba here, dude.
違うの？
Were you even paying attention? Well, not that I blame her for tuning it out. This is an extremely stupid discussion. I'm so done with this.
あ、タケル、どこ行くの？
Next period's in a different classroom. Remember, if we don't have her now, we're gonna get yelled at.
スミカちゃんが出て行ったきりだよ。
So what? Forget about her. Come on, dude. I'm going to end here on this very depressing note. Alright, so I know this might not be relevant to you, steak sauce or soy sauce, but what about compromise? What about relationships? Who's being the more ridiculous here? Like, if I'm honest, 100% honest, I think Sumika's the more unreasonable one. Takaru definitely wasn't very polite about this. And she could have explained how she would like, and like, he should have at least tried it her way. And I think she should have expressed that he should at least try it her way. But again, this is not a hill to die on. I don't care how ridiculous it is. Like, I mean, what's a good example? I'm trying to think of like, I mean, I grew up eating something called fry sauce on French fries. It's something that's pretty much exclusive to the part of the United States that I grew up in, Idaho and Utah. It's effectively, it's a kind of a mixture of Miracle Whip and ketchup with a little extra spices mixed in that you dip food into, like French fries and like, you know, chicken nuggets or anything else. It's fantastic. It's super good. No one ever knows what I'm talking about if I bring it up though, unless they're from the area. But it tastes great. But I could totally see that if I like walked into your house and you're cooking me a fantastic dinner for some reason, and I go and drench your hard-pressed food in this fry sauce that you've never even heard of before, you might be a little miffed. And that conversation could definitely go down a lot more respectably. But again, when she was taking such an all-or-nothing stance, and he's taking an all-or-nothing stance, you know, it's effectively when an immovable object is struck by an unstoppable force. Like, no one's gonna win. It's just gonna make the universe implode. And it does bode ill if they can't resolve this issue, as small as it seems. It doesn't bode well for what a relationship they could have for the future. I wish they had not let it be such a deciding factor on whether, like, this Saucegate, but it also is an important aspect of relationship. Like, they have to be able to work through this one. Because again, what about tough choices like where are we going to live? Should we buy a house? Should we have a child? Should we wait to have a child? Like, there's a lot of important decisions that they're going to have very passionate arguments for and against. And if they don't agree, they have to work through it. That's part of being in a relationship. So if the Saucegate is going to break them apart, it might be for the best. Though I hate that because it's a stupid hill to die on, but in its essence, it is kind of true. So, what do you think about Saucegate? Which side do you think you'd fall on? I'd probably be on steak sauce side. I think steak sauce is great. Soy sauce is good, but I don't use it on everything. I'm kind of drooling just thinking about it because it sounds really good, but also, like, what do you think about the relationship side of this? Like, do you think, I guess if you've played this, don't spoil it, but like, have you ever had like a ridiculous fight with as a couple, you know, with a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and like had it be like, even if it seemed stupid to say, like, was it like a big sticking point for you? I'm trying to think. I tended to be very compromising and like, I talk things through, so I don't think this would ever explode in my face quite to this level, because I tend to be very, very calm and rational when approaching these types of things. But I imagine there's a few subjects that I would probably take to like a hill to die on. I'm not sure exactly what level. Okay, maybe this. I've been really stubborn about like video games. That's something my significant other's not super privy to, and I know that she sees that kind of as a waste of time. But she respects my interests, and as long as it doesn't like override responsibility, she's fine with it. But I know we've had discussions about it before, and like it could be a sticking point. And I think in our like when we were dating, I think it was kind of a sticking point for her, like whether or not she wanted to be involved with somebody who was so willing to commit so much time to something like that. But again, that wasn't a big deal for us, so it's hard for me to be like super compassionate about this. I don't know who's more at fault though. I think they're both at fault, but I would honestly say Sumika really threw the wrench into this one, because like she really, really, really Like, it almost feels like she wanted to sabotage things, but I don't think that's the case. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a lot to think about. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. As always, it's a pleasure having you here and back for Muv-Luv Mondays, of course. It's super fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoy yourselves. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this concept, especially like if you're in a relationship, what do you think about this? Did you have to fight like this? And if you haven't been in a relationship yet, do you think this feels realistic? And like what about the time, like, have you ever thought about the fact that the computer's telling me I'm being too long. Have you ever thought about the fact that, like, when you're in a relationship, you might have disagreements of this magnitude about something that you'd never even thought about before? Because it does happen. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and until next week, you're watching me, I'll see you in next. See you there.